Well, students, we're going to finish up these pots today. I would like you using the color wheel to help you figure out which colors will work together. You could always do dark blue and light blue, dark green, light green, dark purple, light purple. I am going to do some with colors that are just next to each other on the color wheel. So here, I'm going to turn this into a pattern of blue, green, red, blue, green. So here, red is right next to orange on the color wheel. So I'm gonna outline all of this. I'm gonna press it on pretty hard. Trying to stay inside that line. Once I go around this line, I'll work my way around here. Now, one of the tricky things is that this dotted line, it has space in between it, or holes in the line. So this whole thing is gonna end up being one color. Once I go around this, I don't want you to go as fast as I'm going. I could probably do a neater, more careful job. But here, I've outlined it all. I'm just gonna fill it a little bit with red before I mix my orange on, because that'll help the mix be a little bit smoother, especially since this is such a large shape. So we'll fill that in, making sure not to color on my dots. I'm gonna make that another pattern. So now that I've got those ones done, then I'm gonna take my orange and I'm gonna mix it into the red. So I'm gonna go around these dots. First, and then I'll start mixing, and this creates a red-orange color. Try to use your muscles, hold it way down low so you don't break your crayon. And that'll help give it enough pressure to mix. Now, I'm going to make sure to finish that pattern by having it be that blue-green, red-orange. Now it needs to be blue-green. So we'll do this one, following this line, just as I did above it. And then I'm gonna fill in some of the space a little bit, similar to how I did the red. I'm gonna just fill it in very lightly so it'll mix well with my green. So you can do a little bit of filling, okay? Then, once I've shaded it in a little bit, we'll take it with my green, and then I'll get my mix, okay? We did say that this inside spot where there are these dots, that's gonna be a pattern too. So I wanna make these a black and white dot. If you wanna do white, make sure that's the first color you do. So I'm gonna do all the whites to begin, and then I'll do the black around it. If you do something with black, you don't have to do a mix, but if you do want to do a mix with black, it works well with any dark color. So gray would be good. Purple and black work well as a mix. A dark blue would work well. Just make sure that if you use white and black, that you would do the black part first. Or sorry, I made a mistake. You would do the white first, like I actually did in the coloring, and then you would do the black second. So white first, black second. And I was thinking too that it could be nice for these to be an additional pattern. So I'm trying to think about how I can really expand my patterns and make patterns within patterns. So I think that I'm gonna have these black white dots, and then I'm gonna have, I think I'm gonna have blue, and blue is next to purple, so I'm gonna do blue with a purple mix into these dots. So then I've got black, white, blue, purple, black, white, blue, purple, black, white. I do have one last pattern down here. I want these to be white. White does work with anything, but I'm gonna just leave my whites alone and just press that on really hard. And then I think that I'm gonna go with a brown, and brown really works with light brown or tan. Brown could work well with orange too, but I would zig and zag that one around. I'm gonna outline that because this is my third pattern. We said one pattern at the top, one pattern in the middle, and one on the bottom. So I'm gonna fill this, and then I'm gonna mix my darker brown with a lighter brown, which is this peachish tan color. Kind of matches the paper, but it gives a good mix. And then I do want to do a dark purple, light purple mix. So I'm going to do purple around these. And then I'll go around this. Going around that, and then I'll lightly fill it in. And I'll do my dark purple, and I'm gonna mix it with my light purple. And then if I've got brown, purple, what's gonna come next? Brown, to turn it into a pattern. So this is my last one. When you have it all complete, then I would like you to cut it out. I wouldn't cut it out until you have it all done. So here, oh, this will look better if I put this in a little bit more lightly. Then it'll make that a little smoother, okay? So now I have this done. When I cut it out, I would like you to make sure that you're staying close to this black line and make it really nice and neat, especially since this is the very last part of doing this. So I don't want to rip it or make it sloppy right up at the end. So take your time, work your way around your paper. If you cut it like this, I'm going to do a bad example here. If you're cutting it like way too fast and you're leaving a bunch of paper around it, like I just did, I'm just gonna say, well, please cut that again. So just do a good job the first time so you don't have to do it again. When this is done, I would like you just to check the back, make sure that your name is still on the back, because sometimes students will cut it out and realize that part of their name got cut off. So if that's the case, just flip it over. You can see I don't have my name on it anymore. Must have gotten cut off. So take your pencil and put your name on it, and then we'll have an awesome pot that's finished.